Story 4. Doctor Who, The Sunmakers is... The TARDIS, along with the Doctor, Leela, and K9, arrives on Pluto in the distant future. The time travelers discover the planet has a breathable atmosphere and enjoys heat from 6 small suns. But the humans who live there are taxed and exploited heavily for the privilege. When Leela is captured and sentenced to death, the Doctor must save his companion, as well as stop the ruthless company before it is too late. This serial is an interesting mix of political viewpoints and social satire of the late 1970s Britain. While one could view it from a liberal point of view, seeing pro-union, pro-revolution, anti-capitalism, quotes communism, anti-establishment, etc., it also has pro-conservative viewpoints of a time with the Reagan and Thatcher initiative and tax revolts going around at that time. So in short, the series is ambiguous and can be interpreted in any way you see fit. It is also a social satire of the taxation of the time, as well as the miners' strike. Once again, the miners' strike is mentioned in my Doctor Who reviews, as well as satirized and commented on with the series. However, this time the show did it more purposefully than before. For the previous times, it was just an accident for the episodes were written before the strikes began. It also satirized political figures of that time, like Dennis Healy, who has bushy eyebrows and is in the government as a taxman. Very similar to our two main villains in the serial. The serial has also scientific fact, talking briefly about planetary rotation around the sun, and about having multiple suns for a planet which would please Galileo, as the Doctor says in passing. K9 mentions Pluto being the furthest planet from our solar system until the discovery of Cassius. K9 ended up being correct, but the name wrong. The serial was made in 1977, and in 2004-2005, a new planet named Eris was discovered, and eventually both Eris and Pluto were redesignated as dwarf planets. This serial is overall fantastic, with a great story, good action, some good visual effects that are quite impressive since Star Wars just came out and the producers wanted better visual effects that were on par with Star Wars to keep audiences watching. Great performances from the actors and good humor was placed where it was needed. It was actually quite funny. The only problem with this serial is the budget was low and it showed in the props and the sets, for everything looked almost bare. Since more budget went to the visual effects, there was not an equal balance as there used to be, or usually is, with Doctor Who. Other than that, an overall fantastic serial that will please the whole family or just any fan of Doctor Who. I give this serial 4.5 stars out of 5. Now, I'm trying to get back into keeping track of the Jelly Babies, but so far only 2 Jelly Babies were consumed. But I may have lost track, because again, it's been a while since I started watching this, and I can't remember where I last left off, so unfortunately, this is the last time I'll be keeping track of the Jelly Baby count. So, sorry about that. I think someone more experienced would have to do it, but again, there are videos on YouTube of him consuming Jelly Babies, or just even offering the Jelly Babies. So there's a huge compilation videos out there, so maybe we can all keep track by it that way and count. So... Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time when I review the next Doctor Who serial, Underworld. See you then.